In Chicago, an emotional end to the gut-wrenching trial of the man who killed 3 members of Oscar winner Jennifer Hudson's family. NBC's Kevin Tibbles has the story.
Jennifer Hudson was in the courtroom every day of the 12-day trial, and when a verdict was handed down, she was seen shaking her head and holding back tears. The jury found Hudson's former brother-in-law, William Balfour, guilty of murdering the sister's mother, brother, and 7-year-old nephew.
Despite a lack of DNA evidence and direct evidence, they were able to believe that he did it beyond a reasonable doubt.
31-year-old Balfour now faces life in prison without parole, guilty of 3 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of home invasion, 1 count of aggravated kidnapping, 1 count of residential burglary, and 1 count of possession of a stolen vehicle. Balfour sat silently as the verdict was read.
This was a vicious, cold-blooded, inhumane execution of 3 people.
Hudson's mother and brother were found shot to death in the Hudson family's Chicago home in October of 2008. Her nephew was found dead in the back of an abandoned SUV 3 days later. All along, the prosecution pointed to what it called a tsunami of circumstantial evidence, saying Balfour was in a jealous rage. The defense says no DNA or fingerprint evidence linking Balfour to the crime was ever presented in court, and also points the finger at Chicago police.
I would never say the word frame, and I don't think that that's the position we would ever take. But is there some questionable use of evidence in this case by the Chicago Police Department? I think there was.
But in the end, the jury reached its unanimous decision.
We had to stick with what we knew and what we had in front of us.
I think we really took our time with all of the testimony, all of the witnesses, one at a time.
While the guilty verdict brings some closure to the family of Jennifer Hudson, the defense has already indicated it is planning to appeal. For today, Kevin Tibbles, NBC News, Chicago.
Jennifer Hudson and her sister released a statement after the verdict which says, "We have felt the love and support from people all over the world, and we're very grateful. We want to extend a prayer from the Hudson family to the Balfour family. We have all suffered terrible loss in this tragedy." That's the end of the statement.